everyone, I will be your speaker for today. I am from Education Perfect. Today, I will be giving you information on podcasts. Firstly, I'm going to teach you about what a podcast is, what you need to play it, and how you can access them. Then I will talk to you about the different waveforms, analog and digital, then sound. Next, the binary code, and how it affects the quality and file size. Finally, I'm going to talk about how they are sustainable use for future uses. The first thing you need to know is what a podcast is and what it does. So what is a podcast? A podcast is an audio file recording of someone's voice, which is available for downloading and listening to. You are listening to one now. To find podcasts, you can locate them on iTunes or the internet at various websites. To make a podcast, you need a computer, microphone and MP3 player. The hardware to play a podcast is either a computer or MP3 player, and the software is QuickPlay or VLC media player. Hardware is the thing you use to play it, and software is the app. Now we are going to talk about the different waveforms and sound. To hear a podcast, sound waves are travelling to our ears. Analog and digital are two different forms of wave sound that we can hear. We are now going to look at what they are and what are the differences. Analog is when it is played or heard live, for example on a cassette player or magnetic player. The waveforms are clear and don't change. To be able to play the podcast on a computer, you need to change the format to digital. This means the waveform is also being changed, so the sound changes. The sound can only be taken in bits, which is binary code, only zeros and ones. Next, we are going to talk about how audio data is represented in binary form in a digital system and the effect of sample rate on quality and file size. Digital audio data can only be represented by zeros and ones, which is binary. To find out more about the binary code, go to one of our other podcasts which will explain it in detail. For example, when you listen to a song on a computer, it has a bit rate which breaks up the song. This is so the computer can play it in binary. If the song has a bit rate of 44,000 kilowatts, the file size is 8 megabytes. 44,000 kilowatts gave an excellent quality, just like the analog would have given. A bit rate of 22,000 kilowatts had a file size of 4 megabytes. This had very good quality as well. But when you change it to 8,000 kilowatt, this changed the quality completely. It becomes very echoey and blurry. The file size was 2 megabytes, so it's a lot smaller, which is better for storage, but not as good quality. Lastly, we are going to look at how podcasts are a sustainable source and how they help meet community needs. Also, what they will be used for in the future, for example, recording history. They are a sustainable future use as you can record many things which are normally passed down by talking. For example, family generations and history could be recorded as a podcast and then listened to time and time again, instead of grandparents having to say every part or repeating themselves. Also, there is then a hard copy so it can be told the correct way, word for word, through many generations. They are also helpful for school and reading books. If you download a podcast on a book, it will read the book out for you, which can be very helpful when you're learning to read. I hope this has helped you find out more information about podcasts. If you would like to access more podcasts on a variety of other topics, please go to our website at www.educationperfect.com.au. You will be able to download and access these there. Thank you.